Another story featuring Della Duck. I'm John Berry and welcome to another DuckTales 2017 review. And today I'm reviewing DuckTales The Golden Spear, the 11th episode of the second season. And as I alluded to earlier, this is another episode featuring Della Duck. The official premise is, as Della rebuilds the ship, Penumbra becomes convinced Della's planning an attack. Meanwhile, Donald's nap keeps getting interrupted by adventure. So this was a great episode. I will be unscripted in my review because I just finished watching it as I'm recording, and I was like, I'm just going to get into it. No script. I do prefer scripting because my thoughts tend to flow better, but in this one, I really wanted an unscripted review, but I thought about what I was going to say, essentially. So this is actually, I think, the first episode where we saw one of the previous Della episode, that was whatever happened to Della Duck. And that was just Della Duck. And then we got sneak peeks of what she's doing on the moon, of course, as well as some other episodes. But this is the first time that we actually have an episode that I'm going to say the A plot is her while the B plot is back on Earth. And there's just some good character moments, and I really like, Donald does get stressed very easy, so it makes sense that he wants to take a nap, and apparently it's been prescribed to him by his doctor, and he got a prescription hammer. It was just so hilarious, and then of course adventures keep on happening. Huey and Webby want to watch an old VHS tape that could bring zombies to life, happens, and so that interrupts Donald's nap. They eventually stop it. Then he goes on his houseboat to try to get a nap, and then Dewey interrupts it by involving Stokely and the other Greek gods in the DuckTales universe, and that goes on again. And all this, Donald's molting and losing feathers because of all that stress. And then his last attempt is to go into Scrooge's closet, and that's probably the funniest because he goes in, ties his hammock to something, then Scrooge comes in, "What are you doing in here?" And he's about to say something, and then Dewey's also in there, and Dewey says, like, "Not looking for $1 notes left in your pocket," something along that line. And then, of course, Scrooge wasn't interested in either of that. He was interested in the mysterious other dimensional being there, and apparently a whole adventure happens there where Scrooge attempts to use it to teach Louis another lesson that Louis just seems not to respond. And so he keeps on saying, trying to say everything's fine, trying to get his nap in, to calm and relax. All fails, and then, he's broken at the end of this episode. Oh, not the end of the episode, but he is broken after those three adventures. And then, of course, everyone realizes it, and so they decide to give him a cruise. But it does not go as planned. But, I'll get to that momentarily. So, let's go back to Della Duck. So, Della's on the moon rebuilding the ship, but she's, not even sleeping. She's trying to do it as quickly as possible so she can get back to her boys and her family as quickly as possible. But she keeps on falling asleep. And then, of course, the moon people put her up, and she makes... and then, of course, the moon people are, except for one, are captivated by her stories of Earth. But at the same time, Penumbra, that's the only one who is shown to is distrusting Della. But she softens up, and by the end, everything's flipped. She's convinced that, Della is, not telling the truth, being deceptive. And so and she doesn't want the moon people to leave the moon. Kind of understand, but you really don't want to lose everyone you know because they want to go to Earth, because they very much like the stories they've heard of Earth while Della was rebuilding her ship. So Penumbra, what she does is she turns on the emergency activation switch, and to get Della to leave prematurely, and then the general who's in charge of the moon general, you could call him. He's there. He convinces Della to give him the plans for the ships, saying that they'll follow. And then he shoots himself. See where that's going? He pretended to befriend Della to get Della to reveal stuff, and then Penumbra's actions really help solidify it. And so he uses it to make the people of the moon, well, angry at Della and wanting to attack Earth. His entire plan was to essentially do a false flag attack, in a sense. But at the end, Penumbra, she's, the word I'm looking for is, she knows, she's skeptical of this. So I have a feeling the season finale might involve the conflict with the moon people, but I have the feeling that Penumbra, she will be the one the word I'm looking for is, help Della and her family. And it's mentioned that Penumbra reminds Della of Donald. And speaking of Donald, I should say Della does get back to Earth and she's running to the mansion, of course, after she kind of crash lands. And then, of course, Donald sees the ship because he's waiting at the bus stop so he can take the bus to go on his cruise. Interesting that Scrooge didn't have him driven there. Donald has to arrange his own transportation. But he sees it, so he's camping, runs, looking for Della, and then he accidentally launches the Spear of Selene, and I suspect he's going to crash land on the moon next. So I'd say for a good couple episodes, we're going to see a lot more of Della interacting with her family, but I think there's going to be some interesting conflict, because to the moon people, she revealed that she wanted, to find the Pyramid of Tasra, that she also wanted to, conquer Mount Everest with her boys. And, yeah, they already did that, The impossible summit of Mount Everest, there they went nearly went to the top, so they still have a goal to go. They could actually succeed this time. And the living mummies of Tasra, they found Tasra's pyramid, and I think she mentioned a few other things, but two of the things specifically were already happened, so she'll feel like she missed out. She already was feeling she was going to miss out, but she hoped to gain it back, but at the same time, she is going to be missing out, and I don't know and she's going to at least feel missed out, but I am interested in seeing where this goes. But I'm more curious, if Dawn does crash land on the moon again, with the Spear of Selene, which I hope is what they do, I just can't wait to see that, because he is totally the opposite of Della Duck, and the entire dynamic there. Who knows? Probably generally use that as justification that it's another scout to see how strong we are or something. Something like that, I'm not quite sure, but I really can't wait to see where that goes, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be very interesting, and I really can't wait. But that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed my review, please leave a like. Also, subscribe to my channel for future reviews. DuckTales is coming at a much steadier rate than previously. After a long break, we had 4 episodes in close proximity with each other, so it's going to take me a little bit it's going to take some work to stay up to date. I probably will be behind, but we just gotta wait and see. Regardless, thanks for watching. As I said, if you enjoyed, like the video. Also, do consider following me on social media, checking out my website, links are in the description. And as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Have a good one.